Hey guys, welcome back to Ebbs and Flows, where we talk about the highs and lows on and off the field. Excited for this podcast today, here in New Zealand, at Wise Nation. Tamari, Chanel, thanks for jumping on, boys.
What's up, brother?
Bro, obviously we've been talking about doing a podcast for a few years now, so I'm looking forward to chopping up with you. And tomorrow, great to see you again, bro.
Cheers, brother.
You guys have sort of followed a similar pathway, like very talented juniors coming through, NYC teams rolling into first grade quite easily, but have pulled away from breaks through medical and just personal choice. But what's it like sort of being back in the system right now, and how's preseason been?
Bro, mean. Yeah, it's always different. Obviously, I had a different way of why I stopped, but it makes you appreciate coming back to footy a lot more. You know, having it taken away from you for a bit, and then coming back, and you just appreciate the little things a lot more. I worked a normal job, bro, straight away coming out of it, and just it wasn't for me. And you get to come into an environment where you're close with everyone. You got boys in here, and it just makes it a lot easier, bro. And you just, like I said, you just appreciate everything a lot more.
What sort of work were you doing?
Driving bulldozers. Yeah, so it's a 4 on, 4 off thing, but 2 days, 2 nights. It gets lonely, bro. It gets lonely just sitting there by yourself. You go from being in a team environment to just working on your own. It's different.
Yeah. What made you get into bulldozing? Is that just
It's just the work that goes on back home, back down Tāroa. It's sort of like, just your sort of thing that you go to. For farmers, they might be farming, but for us out there, it's what everyone does for a job, and we're pretty lucky that it is there. Our hometown's got this little mine site there, so everyone goes there, and it pays well for what it does. But it's different, bro.
Just ain't it?
It ain't it.
Bro,
It's not the same level, bro.
I didn't realise you were born in Tokoroa.
Born in Tokoroa,
Yeah, yeah.
My mum's from Mankino.
Oh, yeah.
Not far from there, so.
Well, that's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, different. You blink and you miss it, right? Sometimes you want to miss it. Nah, we get back there quite a bit too. But born in Tokoroa and then moved to Tāroa on the other side, West Coast.
Sort of similar to you, like where we grew up in Toke, everyone either works in the forest or they work in the mill.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. My dad's just been a shift worker his whole life, and they get good money and like it provide a good life for you. But I remember just looking at that mill, and it's called Kinleaf, and I used to look at it and go, fuck, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They used to scare me, bro. So it was pretty full on.
It's different, bro. If you're not, if you have the opportunity to get out of there, you do. But if you don't know any different, it's what you do. I suppose you're just there. It's sort of like how you have kids that grow up around gangs and that they don't know any different, so they just go in the game. But you might have the odd one that just thinks differently and wants to do something different.
Yeah.
They get the opportunity to go somewhere else, then they will. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's just how it is out home. It's natural, it's easy, and it's a lot of people, New Zealand culture, it's hard to go anywhere. You want to be home with family. We're real family orientated, so it's a little bit different moving away, but I found for myself it was way better. Way better. Home's always going to be there, you know what I mean?
You sort of said that there's the small things about rugby league that you miss. What's like the most minute thing that you can think of that you appreciate now that you didn't used to appreciate before?
Just probably the being able to exercise, bro, as it being a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being able to, we're doing reps on the field. Sometimes we're doing 5 or 6 Ks and gym in the same day for a job. Like if you're working a 12-hour shift. You got to do your own gym after work or before work and then run at the same time. It's just so easy to pack on the beef, bro. I was working for a couple of months and I was just chunky cheeks. Got the chin under here starting to go like this, bro. Starting to wobble at the bottom. But just having that, like you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for a gym or anything. You're doing stuff. You're doing reps. Keeping your body healthy, and it's a job. It's pretty mean.
Pretty crazy,
Yeah, pretty lucky, bro.
What about you, bro? I've been interested in your story for a while now. I watched you come through Junior Kiwis and the flick kicks and the long hair and all that stuff.
Back kick.
Yeah. Bro, got some balls to do some shit like that. But it's more so when you sort of transitioned out. What was the reason you transitioned out? And was it like, was there a certain moment in your career? Was it a certain day, or was it just a gradual build up over time?
I think it was a bit of both, like sort of a gradual build up, and like there was one moment where it sort of sunk in a bit more. I was coming off contract at the end of 2022 and negotiating my next contract around April, and we played against Melbourne in the Anzac Clash in Melbourne, and I ruptured my testicle. And at the same time I was thinking about, it was very painful, but at the same time I was already thinking about not playing again. And when that happened, I had a lot of time to just chill by myself and, you know, think about things that I wanted to do like last year, and stuff like traveling and going to see new places and having new experiences that you can't really do during the year when you're a footy player. And yeah, I thought about the possibility of having a break, and being 22, 23 at the time, I thought even if I do take a break and decide to come back, I'll still be young enough to get back into shape and hopefully get another gig somewhere. And I've ended up where I left, back with the boys. And like it's sort of made my decision easier, like knowing all my mates were still here. I've got Wade, Rocco, and all these boys around me. It makes it a lot easier to
Come
fit
back
right
in.
in. Yeah, come back in.
Yeah. So what was, like, obviously that injury happened. Fuck, that sounds scary. But like, what was the thought process when you're on your own? It was just like, fuck, I've had enough, or? I
only got one testicle left. Just got to look after that now. Yeah, I don't know what the thought process. Like, I was talking to my agent. I was scared to tell my agent first, and then once I told him I was keen to do it, then I had to tell my parents as well. And then once I told them, I had to speak with Cam, and it was a sort of long process, but short in a way. And once everyone knew, once it got out in the media, then it was sweet. Like, I honestly felt like stress-free after that. Like, cool. Playing the rest of that year, I went into games not caring so much about the result and just enjoying my footy. And like, we didn't have a very successful year that year, but we finished off the year pretty well with the Tour Samoa team
for sure.
in the World Cup, and that was one of the things that made me think, do I still have more footy in me? Yeah. Just playing with guns, like in that World Cup, we got Critter and Jerome Luai, Bizza, all those Penrith boys. I learnt so much from them, and knowing that Webby was coming back to the club, I was, in the back of my mind, there was a piece of me that was like, maybe I could come back. Yeah.
Do you ever regret your little time away?
No, I don't regret it. I feel like I did what I wanted to do. Like, I got away. I got to travel to lots of different countries and see different places. But I'm happy where I am now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I'm happier because I know that I've done it, and there's no voice in the back of my head saying, like, imagine if you took a year off, or because I've already done it. So, like, I got to do that, and now I'm back. And
carving too.
Is he
carving them, bro? Yeah.
Carving rehab.
Hasn't even missed a beat. Hasn't missed a beat. Still no look passes.
Yeah.
They're on.
We don't look.
We don't look.
So yeah, obviously, what did you do in your year off?
Yeah, so
you just park up in Samoa or something. Hey?
Yeah. Don't say it. So after the World Cup, did some travelling with Nath.
Yeah, I heard about this.
What was the crew? Tyrone May and Patrick Carrigan. We had a little crew there.
Good crew, good lads.
Yeah, so we went to Barcelona, Paris, and finished off in Rome. And that was my first time going to Europe, like, for the World Cup. And yeah, all those places are so close once you get to the UK.
Yeah.
You just an hour travel, flight to.
Did you like all those places?
Loved it. Yeah. Barcelona was gone. Like, the beaches there, and lots of talent. It was a nice place. It was a beautiful place. After that, went to America. My sister's studying in America, so I met her in New York for Christmas.
Sick.
It was freezing. Yeah. It was so cold, and when I got there, they lost my luggage, so I had to go and buy clothes, and but I spent the week. We stayed on Wall Street, so it was pretty cool.
Yep.
And
It's not that big, It's pretty
not
tiny.
that big. Yeah, real small. But New York, there's so many things to do there. After that, went to Samoa with the tour team because they paid for us to go and stay there for a couple of weeks to do a parade, and everyone was still going off. Like the World Cup had finished like 2 months
There
ago.
parades going
They were still
around
doing
there.
parades
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
It was mad. We had police escorting us like around the island. It was gone. And then, bro, I did so many things. Went to Bali and Thailand for a month by myself. That was pretty cool. And then went to America with my schoolmates later in the year.
Oh, okay.
That was just a big piss up. So the first 6 months I was sober. And then when we went to America, that was like the 6-month mark. And my mates that I was traveling with, we were all sober for 6 months.
Oh, cool.
And then once we got into the Air New Zealand lounge, we were like, nah, we were breaking it now. Because we can't go to America sober, go out and, look like creeps.
What made you guys want to go sober? Because the way I think, I'm like, fuck, I'm finished football now. I just want to go for a beer and do whatever. Like the part of travel for me, especially if I was your age, I'd be like, fuck, I'll be sitting on Barcelona Beach and getting on the piss.
Yeah, well, like I think because there's so many challenges that come with footy that like you kind of like some of the challenges, and once you leave it, there's not much to really test you, especially if like you've saved up some money to travel and everything's pretty easy. So like if you just have something that's where you can practice some discipline and doing it with a little crew makes it easier as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And then breaking it with them was mad as well because we went to LA, Cancun, New York, and Washington DC. My mate had family there, so. And then after that, I went to South America with Wade Egan.
Yep.
Spent 2 weeks there, and that was a good stint as well. And then once I got back from that, I was just like, all right, I'm ready to get ready for preseason because I hadn't run in 12 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's it like being back, bro? Like, obviously, when you left, it wasn't like they weren't the wilds they are now. You know what I mean?
Nah.
What had changed? What were some of the biggest changes that you'd seen?
I mean, everyone always points out Webby, and that's the obvious one. Like, he's just he gets it.
Yeah.
He knows how to relate to the players, and he knows how to work and have fun, like have a good balance between those two, and also having a mad playing group. Like, I don't know, there's just no egos there. Like, it's easy to hang out with anyone in the crew, and when you got senior boys that are leading it and know how to have fun as well, you just it makes it easier to rock up to training.
Yeah.
And work hard.
What's your thoughts on obviously the Warriors at the moment? You've been around to a few different clubs and seen a few different things. What makes what you guys have right now special?
Yeah, just what Sepp said before is that there's no egos. It's easy to get along with one another. You know, we don't even have a leadership group. You know, it's just how it is. Everyone knows. Everyone can talk to everyone. You know, sort of back in the day when I was first coming in, it was sort of harder to talk to the older boys.
Yeah.
Like, there was a step there where it was different, and I feel like here, everyone's talking to everyone, Like everyone's doing their own review, doing their own little stuff that they have to. You see like little Lukey Hansen will go up to Shawnee and be like, bro, how do I do this different? How do I do that different? Everyone just talks that there's no egos. It's just, it's easy, bro. And it's just like one big like family, you can almost say. And that's what makes it easy and why everyone gels so well. Just the way Webby's brought everyone together, and like Sepp said, is having fun but knowing when to switch it on. And there's just there's no one, just easy because everyone's just so close with everyone. It feels natural.
Yeah,
it
doesn't feel forced.
Yeah,
Because a lot of time culture feels forced, doesn't
you can
it?
try and almost force it on, and it's shit. But I feel like it's just natural and it's just done easily.
I talked to the boys before about like the Māori culture, how it sort of ties in, and obviously being a New Zealand team and having a country behind you. Proud Māori boy, what's it like to come back into a place that really dives into the culture? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mean. It is different. It is different in other clubs. It's
because they don't have it. You
they
know?
don't,
Yeah.
and it's going back to Webby again. He knows how to coach the group, and us like Māoris and Islanders are different than your usual like Aussie players. You know that you got to understand them and know that how family orientated we are. Like last week, I had a funeral and I had to be out for the whole week this, he gets that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like you might go to a normal coach and, hey bro, I need the week off. It's like, bro, what do you need a week off for? But there's so much stuff to plan for, like food, all the people that come, all the rest of it just has all the prep that goes into it, and that's not even the actual funeral day, but he gets that kind of stuff, and he tries to understand where everyone's coming from, and it's just different. That's the culture we have, and that's where everyone respects him, because he tries to understand, and he does understand on where we come from.
Yeah, that is cool, eh? Like you get an Aussie coach, you'll be like family member died, like, oh, how close were you?
Yeah.
Almost
Can't you
feels
just
like
zoom
that,
in?
eh?
Can you just FaceTime?
It's like when you used to do recovery back, and they go, make sure you take a picture of you down at the beach doing recovery. You're like, "Mate, just trust us.
Yeah, just trust.
We ain't doing it, but trust us. With Moisa at the pub, but we're doing it. So obviously you guys play similar positions, and there's a sort of a battle there, and there's an open spot for you guys as well. How's that been? And like you said, bro, it's different when you're from New Zealand, because it's like, let's just try and make each other better. Where you played in Australia, it's like, fuck, I want to do whatever I can to step on top of you to get that position. What's it been like being battling out?
It's mean, eh?
Yeah.
It's like, it feels different, bro. I feel like we're all happy whoever plays there. Like, that's the feeling I get. Like, there's no like, fuck, this cunt's a shit cunt. I don't want to, It's just like, whoever plays here, bro, we know that Webby's choosing the right players. He wants the team to win. So either way it goes, whoever plays there, we're going to have a gun fucking cup team. Obviously, whoever's missing out, it'll be this fella, Lukey. The other two are playing cup, So like, whoever partners Sean, we're going to have a good cup team, bro. And that's the same with centres too. Like, we got some gun centres. We just got some good players. Everyone stays fit, bro. We're going to have some, we're going to have a gun
Lots
team.
of depth.
Both.
I reckon you need 23, 24, like with suspensions and head knocks.
That kind of stuff. And that's what's mean, bro. Like, our opposers and that, it's just tick for tack. Like, it's close.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
We got obviously we got the same core, same everything. And it's just, everyone knows their roles. Everyone's clear, and we're pretty huge on that. Like, Webby's pretty huge on clarity. Like, you can't be your best unless you're clear on your role, and everyone's clear about like little stuff that we're practicing it throughout the preseason. Like, it doesn't seem like it means much, but when you get into 13v13, it just, everything's so much easier. And like, everyone's you just see, bro, after trainings and that, like, how dedicated all the boys are to getting better, like doing their own review, like I said before, and all that kind of stuff, going to the coaches. It's
changed so much, bro?
It is
changed so much,
Like, usually, like, when I first come in, it's just training, do your gym, you're straight out of there. Like, you just want to cruise. Now it's like, we've built this culture here where everyone just wants to be the best. He wants to be their best, you know what I mean?
I think because the boys have seen the evidence as well.
That's a big one, bro.
Of what, like, I've heard a lot of boys talk about this time last year when they were still learning the system that Webby was trying to put in place, and they were still on the fence with it. Like, they just new coach. He said, "Come in, we're going to win a premiership." Yeah, same old. Like, we had 6 coaches in like 4 years, so like, we'd heard it all before. But now that they saw what happened last year, when they start to see that the system was working, I think everyone's just bought in, and me and Roger have sort of just jumped on the back of it, and we're keen to help out where we can.
Couple of nice guys to come through.
That helps, eh?
Yeah, helps. You
when
need talent to win games, and like obviously that Broncos game is like when they were just slinging the ball out to their outside backs, and those boys could do things that some of your boys couldn't. Fuck, bro, it makes a difference when you got guys who can do things.
Just make something out of nothing.
Yeah. Especially as a half, I pass and just push up. Just do those ones. Send back into here. Nah, that's crazy. So obviously, Jazzy was talking a little bit about off the field, and you're into your fishing and hunting, and got some sort of merch and potentially some content coming out.
Trying to.
That's exciting, bro.
Yeah, we're getting.
I love hearing about stuff like this and stuff like you walking away, because that's sort of the space I'm in. So what are you up to with plans with that?
Oh, we're just getting the ball rolling, bro. I've always been pretty shit at like capturing like hunting and fishing in it, like social media wise.
Yeah.
And I'll come back in and talk to the boys like, fuck, that's mad. Like, you should put it up and like do this, do that. And I was like, I don't even know if people like that. So I brought Jazz along, and he's a bit more social media. Even
Hello
if you've seen his
Freshy,
Hello
yeah,
Freshes,
Hello
yeah,
Fresh,
like he loves the
yeah.
camera. He likes being about it.
Yeah, he's good in front of it too.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair.
But he loves it. So I've been bringing him along on a few missions, and we're just playing with ideas at the moment and trying to get some merch out there. We're like hunting, like fleeces at the moment. But you're just getting the ball rolling because, I think we know that footy doesn't last forever, bro. And
You know that now better than most.
100%. So trying to get something where we still enjoy and getting the ball rolling on that for after footy, even during footy, still now, just trying to get stuff happening. We've got a lot of ideas, bro. Whichever one of them works, I don't know. Give it a crack anyway.
Yeah, as long as you're giving it a crack.
Yeah, hard.
That's mad.
What are you into outside of football?
I have no idea, but I'm going back to study to finish my studies, just to have something business.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I just want to finish my bachelor of business. I started it in 20s and finished 1 year of it. So, like these guys, like I've had lots of ideas, but just no execution. So I'd rather have like 3 years of study, and if an idea comes up, then I can do that. Or
Yeah.
if nothing comes up, at least I've done something instead of 3 years of ideas and then
Yeah.
it's 3 years of nothing.
Question: if you had 3 years of just trying ideas of a business, do you reckon it'll match up the same as a business degree? So say each year you try to start a business on the outside, you might fuck it up.
Yeah.
But then next year you try different. So after the 3 years, you'll try 3 different businesses compared to a 3-year business degree. Do you reckon that will match up?
That's a good question. What do you reckon? 3 years.
See,
Yeah,
the
3
way-
years of
it's
trying
good.
businesses instead of doing a business degree.
See, the way I sort of see it, especially with football boys, it's like, let me study rugby league for 3 years, where you learn all your lessons, where on the field.
yeah. No, that's true.
I think business is the same game. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to throw you off anything. But
Yeah.
Sort of, it's good where we are at now because we get pretty heaps of free time, eh?
Right, footy players get the most time,
Yeah.
and that's a big conversation I have with the boys. Where I was like coffee, swim, basketball, coffee on a day off. Where our office is in Alexandria, and I seen Jerome Luai, like he was having meetings with like G-Dub and different people and stuff around there.
Yeah.
I think guys need to start moving like that on their day off now too.
Yeah.
And why you got the resources around you, because once football stops and you guys start ringing people again, those
not
calls
the
don't
same,
get
eh?
picked
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You'll get them in 2 rings now. After that, you might get a call back in 2 weeks. Sorry, mate, missed your call.
Yeah. Jackson's been mean at that, bro. Coming from YKTR and that. He's been running like little meetings with us on how to use like our social media platforms and shit, like stuff that we actually need today. Like
Doesn't
give-
come naturally to
yeah,
some, eh, like.
some like especially me, like I said before, it's not natural, and then you get like Jazz and that giving out, we'll give him a bit of stick about his HelloFresh and that, but he's getting paid for it, bro. He's getting free meals and that. Like, fuck, no one's gonna remember that when you're finished anyway. You know? Just stuff in. It's a good eye opener, bro, because Dodgy's there too, and we've got mean media people that can help us out in that space, because like you said, bro, once footy's finished and you try and suss stuff out, it doesn't work the same, eh? It doesn't work.
When I was I done that Penrith speech last week, and I was like, how many guys have multiple streams of revenue? And only 3 guys put their hands up, and it was Nathan, Isaiah Yao, and Tyrone Peachy, and like no one else had like nothing. And I was like, oh, how many are you trying to do it? And it's a little bit different. Like some guys are still trying to make it, but I just found that really interesting too. That I was just like, oh shit, no one's really moving this way yet. And like in New South Wales, the average income for someone is $80,000, and there's a thing called debt to income ratio, which basically means how much money you owe people. In Australia, every dollar that you make, $1.10 is owed to someone else. So a lot of the guys that are going to move back into the $80,000 job, most of that money is going to be owed to someone else too. And just even them hearing stuff like that, they're just like, oh, like. But then they all start panicking too. Then the DMs start going, oh fuck, like, I need to be doing something now. I don't think you need to rush into anything. You just kind of need to move like gradually. And the way you move isn't always like, oh, let's start a business. It's like, it might be, bro, I'm going hunting, let me take a sponsor out in. Or fishing would be easier. Hunting's a little bit ruthless, eh?
Yeah.
But like, say if you started tomorrow's fishing charters and you went out and you had 5 sponsors on there every time, you know, there's one they're paying to come on, they might pay $2,500. 5 people, what's that, 12.5K for a day's fishing. You start moving like that, bro. It's
You bring
start
your notebook.
networking.
Yeah. No, well, if this is on thing, this is happening. So we're
Oh,
not stealing
cool.
your idea. That, yeah.
Oh,
we're thinking about that.
Jazzy kind of loosely
Yeah.
said it, but
Even like yeah, like the corporate people that come to the games and that pay box.
they just want to hang out with you, bro.
So
Yeah.
the idea was to sort of take a few of the boys fishing, and then bringing them along and paying for it.
Imagine paying to hang out with Jazz. I'd pay to not hang out with
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Like, but then you like mix it up because obviously I talked to Stace and Stace is keen on fishing, and then I was like, fuck, there'll be people who pay big money to fucking fish with Stacey Jones.
Imagine that.
You know what I mean?
Bro, do you know like the sponsors around the outside of like the field? It's different for you guys. You guys got vertical ones, digital ones, but like the ones around like Penrith and stuff, like guys are paying like 50K for like a sign there. I know this guy, and he spent 50K to be the sponsor behind the coaches. You know when they go to a coach's box and there's all the stuff down there. He goes, yeah, I got it for 50K. It's a steal. And I was thinking, fuck, no cunt looks at the coach's box and go, bro, what's that sponsor behind there? You know what I mean? So if you could grab that sponsor there, turn it into 50K for you guys, easy money. And the networking part's really interesting too, because a lot of business people want to hang out with sports people.
Yeah.
Have you looked at sponsoring any teams?
Nah, we wouldn't have the money to. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like $1 million to be across the front of a jersey.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So they pay that, and then obviously naming rights for stadiums and stuff. A lot of money, because it's always at the front of you. It's like one New Zealand Warriors, one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to pay for that.
We should just cover the jersey and sponsorship that. Get heaps of money in that.
Nah, but fuck it. Like, I don't know. I just find the stuff, I just find like a lot of players just don't really maximise the leverage while they have it, and then all their worth is tied up just to being football players. And you guys have been there. Like, once it goes away, you kind of lose that identity of who you are and what you're trying to be for your whole life. And the big one is, bro, and you sort of loosely talked about is like in football, like you got goals written, like, all right, we're here to win a comp. So you kind of just flow into that goal, where when you're on your own, it's just like you kind of get like a little bit lost there because you don't really have that thing to work towards every day.
No purpose.
Nah, purpose is a big one. It's pretty scary though.
It's cool. I find hanging out with thinking people helps, bro. So like, I got an older brother who's got his hand in a few different things that bring him money, and he's got little like canteen, he's got a house somewhere, and he's getting little stuff like vending machines and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And just talking to people, it's contagious, eh? Like thinking.
Yeah.
Like talking and thinking, and you start yarning away to me, like, oh, bro, yeah. And then I'm starting to think like that too, and I've got my own little things doing, but it's good to get the ball rolling while you're still playing footy, getting all good money. And, if you try something and fuck it up, it's not as bad as when you're out on your own and you're not getting that income still, you know what I mean? So it's just...
Less risk.
Yeah, it's just...
Less risk.
And do you know what the biggest thing that scares people off in footy environments is just getting paid out from the boys. Like, if you can get your idea past the changing room, like the changing room kills more ideas than like the world would, you know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
Was, you ain't able to do that.
Yeah,
And then it stops a lot of boys from even trying.
Yeah.
But say if you film like a 6-part hunting and fishing series, and that was that you could actually get the show sponsored as well. So like you said, you just look through when you go out on the field next time, flick around with all the sponsors who's there. You could be hunting and fishing Aotearoa, they could sponsor the show. You could do anything, bro. Say if you have 3 sponsors on the show, so say podcasting, for example, this is how this works. So you get $60 per 1,000 listens. So if I get 10,000 listens, that's $600. So then if I have 3 ads on there, that's $1,800 for one podcast. And you can relate this back to sports because everyone plays the same 80 minutes, but not everyone gets paid the same amount of money. I mean, Roger probably gets like a little bit more because he's doing a bit more. And it's the same, like you never want to be trading your time for your money. You want to be paid for your value, not your time. And that's a big one. So you might do a 6-part series and you might have 3 sponsors on that show, and there might be hunting, might be Swan Dry, blah, blah, blah. And then you get paid for that. Hallenstein.
Get the Hallensteins on in there.
Yeah.
And and that's just how it works. You go content, you go brand, and then you sell a product after. And you got to own the equity though. That's a big part. Like, don't get fucked over for equity.
Yeah. It's mean, but I like that kind of stuff. I'm always just talking to people, just yarning away. Like I said, I just got all these ideas, and fuck, which one of them kind of stick? Who knows? But
And
I like doing stuff that I enjoy doing, so like the hunting and the fishing and that.
That's probably the next part I was going to say. You have to do something you're passionate about, because when it gets hard and like there's no money coming in, like you'll do it for free anyway. You're already doing it for free, so you might as well turn it into some content and get rolling. All right, so we're swinging back to football a little bit. Obviously, Warriors aren't a surprise package anymore. Guys know that you guys are coming. Are you guys leaning in towards that expectation, or how's that working?
We're actually talking about that yesterday as a club. Actually, as the expectations that we have, that the public have, that everyone have on us to perform well next year, or this year, sorry. And I think we've just got to embrace it. Like we haven't really been in this space for a long time, being the hunted. Like we were sort of the hunter last year, and we've moved into that hunted, being in the top 4 last year. So I think it's a good challenge for us, but something we don't need to look at too much. Just to we just need to focus on what's within the club, what's happening in our team meetings, and Webby's sort of driving the focus, and we just jump on board with him. Yeah.
How do you block the outside noise, or do you let the outside noise come in and give you a buzz?
Yeah, you can talk about like not listening to it and don't go on social media and that, but it's always going to be there. Eh? We've just talked about what's in these 4 walls is what's important. So people can think what they want, they can put up their predicted teams, whatever, but whatever happens in these 4 walls is what's important, and that's where all the trust and all the backing up and having each other's back, all the rest of that stuff comes along. And it's just the noise is always going to be there. Just learning how to I suppose feed off each other and not let that get to you.
And it's hard in New Zealand because, like, when you're winning it, it's like all the time, eh? But man, it can turn on you pretty quick.
It can turn, bro. It can turn fucking. You hate it very quick.
It like scares some teams off, you know what I mean? And like, the boys were talking before, and I remember Shawnee putting up that micro content last year. He goes, it wasn't always like this, and had a clip of him running out in the whole South Stand. There's like no one in the South Stand, so it's just trying to maximise that window you guys are in right now. We spoke on windows in the last podcast. Adam leaving the club, and to me, I think every club needs a guy. When you're in the other team and their team runs out, there's that one guy you kind of look for, and you're like, fuck. You're all right because you can put on shots, but
not anymore. I didn't come back to put on shots.
But off, body's fresh.
Fresh.
But like I said, like we got Adam leaving. Obviously, Shawnee's getting like a little bit older as well. Are you guys sort of looking around, going, "Fuck, we need to get our hustle on"?
Yeah, well, Jazz ain't gonna do anything.
Wait, what?
Jazz ain't scaring anyone. Bro,
It's not just like his game as well. Like it's his the way he is off the field. He's just, I don't know. He's got an addictive personality. Easy to get along with. He can talk to anyone in the club. And
Who's this?
Adam.
Yeah.
Adam. He's gonna be a big loss for us. But I'm sure, like Webby's trying to create a system where it doesn't really matter who leaves the club. The next person is the next person, next man up mentality.
Yeah.
Sort of what, like Penrith.
They've nailed it, eh?
They've nailed it, yeah.
Bro, guys leave and they just keep rolling, man.
They keep getting better, so.
Yeah.
It's the system, eh?
Yeah.
The system, how it works.
And like no shade or anything, but like when they had like Sean O'Sullivan plug in for 7 games like 2 years ago, and I think they won like 6 out of those 7.
Yeah.
Like just shows how strong that system is.
Yeah.
You a Sean Johnson fan growing up? Was he your guy?
Yeah. He was my guy. Him and Benji were definitely.
Yeah. Because obviously you play in a flary kind of way. What's it been like? Obviously, seeing him on TV, getting to play with him, and then now we're getting mentored by him. What's that stage been like?
I think like Shawnee, he understands the game so well now, especially after like he's had a few different coaches. He went to Cronulla, came back, and he's just got so much experience. And I feel like he wishes that he had that experience with his 21-year-old body.
Oh yeah, bro.
And I feel like every half
Yeah.
is like that as well. Like Jonathan Thurston, Cooper Cronk, and all those players, if they had their mindset back when they were younger. But I guess that's just part of footy, you know. you got to get experience to get better, and To have him at the club another year is just so, like, his insight into the game is so invaluable, and like every time there's a team meeting, he's always talking, and you can tell when he's talking, everyone's listening. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to not listen to the Dalian halfback of the year, you know what I mean? So
He's
listening,
real
bro?
clear, eh? He's real clear on his role, bro. Just
Yeah.
knows what he wants. Him and Webby spend a lot of time together on game planning and the rest of it. But what he's not slow, but what he was like before, like electric, he makes up for now in experience. And bro, you can be over there and he'll be looking at you with his eyes, and he'll play at the back real early, but you'll see he sucked you in somehow. He's got that thing at the moment where he can do something from. He doesn't have to dig that far into the line, and he sucked you in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a defender, like when you're doing left versus right and that, he'll play that early, but he still sucked you in from. I don't know. It's just experience. It's just you can't teach it. It's not like a thing that's been taught where we're running right into the line to try and engage you and then playing at the back and getting smoked and the rest of it. But he can just, he looks like he's playing in slow motion, bro. And I've had the same thing with Thurston too. He used to be able to do the same thing. You could just, I know he'll look at you and I don't know what he does, but it's like he gets sucked in with his eyes and you're staring at him, and then next minute the ball's over there and
Do you
there's a line
reckon,
break.
do you reckon it's because of like their history and their highlights and stuff?
Yeah.
Like you just kind of have to respect it.
Yeah, respect it, and know that they could do something just like that.
Especially with Thurston, and they've both got elite dummies, but like Thurston's one is just like, you know, in the video, just don't fall for the dummy, don't fall for the dummy.
yeah.
So when he's coming up, you're just going, next minute,
So
it's a bit like
engaging,
Rog.
mate.
Bit like
Yeah.
Rog with his left foot, eh? Just left
coming,
foot,
it's
left foot,
coming.
left foot, bang, gone.
I said left foot.
It's the
Look at his
worst thing
legs.
about that too, bro. The pro will be
Look how big
over
his
there and
legs
he'll
are.
step and he's way over there, right?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
And his step's good, bro, because it's not like he's not stepping to avoid contact.
Right.
He's stepping still to go
And
forward.
he's still moving quick.
Where like Shawnee could like step away to not get touched. You know what I mean?
Rog steps like he knows he's going to beat him. Like he,
It's like you're not even there.
yeah, nah.
It's like, fuck. And I've seen him tear. I've played against him where he's got to the fullback. I think it was Michael Morgan, bro.
Yeah.
He just whack and then done his
Oh,
bicep.
done his pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
that's
that game. I was playing Roger when he first coming through, and he actually cranked Moiser down. Like he got a line break, and Moiser was trying to like cover him like that, and I was chasing from behind. And bro, he just went tink, like that's the sideline there. Had about 2-3 meters, but I just left him, and Moiser just going. But I remember
I've seen
being
that.
behind it. I remember just hearing like the
Off
thud
from
on the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no wonder he's bouncing over there. If he's generating that much force through his legs.
His calves are like this.
Yeah, his calves
Bro,
are
deadlifts.
slept on there.
Honestly. I don't know why he wears socks. I'd be ankle socks every day. If
100, eh?
They're so nice to look at. Just start rubbing them.
They're always oily. I remember when he used to walk out for the Wilds when he was the captain. I was like, I felt like he used to wear his uniform, the vest. Like we used to talk about random shit like that. I was like, bro, he looks cool when he wears his uniform.
He looks like
Reece
a
Walsh
warrior,
looks
eh?
cool too when he wears his like
Yeah.
random shit that doesn't even matter.
Nah.
They always look moisturised.
Yeah.
Like, even
And
this,
like freshly shaved.
Needs double razors to shave him.
Yeah.
Bro, I had JT in my notes here, but now I'll just talk on him. I think you were at the Broncos at the time, and he interviewed you, and you said a cool line that I always remember. And he goes, "You taught me to lead with effort, and everything good happens after that." What's some of the other lessons that he taught you? That's a cool one, eh?
Yeah,
Lead with effort.
that was the main one, bro. Like he just, if he wasn't setting up tries or something, he was just always there. Not, how do you say that? He was always there in case. Like if they'll do a shift down the left, he's on the left edge. They'll shift down the left, attacking our right, and he'll be there, and you'll see him make the tackle in the corner. He's just there, just in case. He doesn't do it. Yeah, he just effort, just always effort. Like there's a lot of little things you don't see too, bro. Like you see all the set up tries and that, but you don't pay attention unless you're a footy head and you watch it all the time. You don't pay attention to those little when he's covering across. He might make the last tackle, and like you see line breaks and that, bro. He's always there. If someone's scoring, he's always there. Like Addo Carby running down the side, like he'll come from this side, and you know he's not going to catch him, but he'll just cut him off so that makes the conversion a little bit harder.
Harder, yeah.
And you'll just watch that. He just trains the way he plays, bro. Just effort, everything.
Yeah.
Like he was winning our Bronco when we were still playing his last year. Yeah. After me, but he was all right.
I had a coach saying one time where they said his worth he's worth his weight in gold on tackle 5 on defense. And like you said, like when there's line breaks, he always seems to be around the ball. Just got a knack for it, eh?
Just doesn't stop, bro.
Yeah.
The other one that reminds me of is like playing with Payne Haas. I
Mm.
don't know if you watch him closely, but he doesn't stop. He just keeps running. And it's like, for a big boy, it's
I
hard
didn't.
work.
I walked past him on the Gold Coast the other day. Him and Tavita Pango were doing hills, and I walked past him and I was like, "Fuck, like, bro, he's an athlete. Eh? It's scary how big he is."
It sucks, bro. Like trying to tackle him, like you just think, just take his legs, he'll just pop it off. You try and take him away, he bumps you off, like, and he's fast, bro.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
So obviously rolling into this year, rolling into trials. What's the plans for this year, boys? What's the personal goals?
Mine's just stay injury free, bro. I've had a lot of injuries in my time, and I'm just trying to do everything away from footy, like ice bath and little stuff like that, like extra stretching, drinking water, just trying to do the best I can. Because like last year's broken leg, that's just
That is what it is, eh? Yeah.
Right? But if I can minimise all the other stuff, like little tight calves and all that kind of stuff, then I'm happy. So footy will look after itself. But yeah, for me, it's just staying on the field and just play as many games as I can.
Yeah, I love that. When I was talking to Ivan the other day, I was like, "What's the biggest thing that you've noticed with like playing groups in like 10 years?" And he said we leave nothing to chance anymore. And he goes, "We don't even have to control it." Like, so I was talking to him, walk through Penrith's changing rooms, bro. And like, there wasn't a guy standing over the ice bath going, "All right, you get in, bro." The boys are just doing it all on their own. So I saw that, walk past video room, the whole video room's full. There's like 4 people waiting to get on, watching all the drone of their trainings, stuff like that. Went into the do the speech with him, but all the boys are like zoned in, like their best players are sitting in the front of the video room and like paying attention. You know, bro, it's changed so much. Like you said, we said. If at Manly, if we weren't out by 12, boys were blown up. Like, fuck, what's this?
That's what, and Webby gets that, eh, bro? Like he can feel when the trainings ain't it or you're not there. He'll just be like, "Oh, boys, that's enough."
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
because you're just flogging a dead horse sometimes, and it's just losing the room. But he just gets it, bro.
Yeah.
He gets the playing ground. He just it's easy to say hello. You know some coaches, bro, when you're walking out and it's real awkward conversation. Like sometimes even like the young people don't want to talk. They'll walk right around and make sure they miss them.
Yeah.
Everyone's sweet, bro. Hey, like it's sweet to talk to. He's sweet to talk to. You know what I mean? It's not like fuck. I'm walking past him. What's he gonna say? And I've had a few coaches like that. Like fuck, I don't want to see you really. He's just sweet, bro.
I was like that at 5 when I was younger. I was like scared to walk past them.
Scared to talk about anything other than footy
And
as
you
well.
just mumble, like you just when you say something, you'll be like, you know those awkward dairy ones, bro. Like they say something, you say, "Oh yeah, you too." You know, you say the wrong.
Yeah.
thing. It's like
You
that,
get on
bro.
a
You say
flight,
the
eh?
wrong thing. You're like,
Oh, that's so polite. You too.
Yeah.
have a safe flight, you too. You just think about it, you're like, fuck. Think about what you're saying.
What about you, bro?
Yeah, it's pretty much same as Tomato. I want to stay injury free, especially coming off a year off. Like it was hard to get back into.
Are you coming out the line first trial? Or
Yeah,
what?
100%.
Yeah, I can see you trying
Flying
to
out
put shot on,
kickoff.
eh?
Yeah, I'm choosing to kick off.
Or you just catch it and take the head up?
Yeah. No, I just want to be like I want to help the team win, and wherever I play, whether it's in the halves or off the bench, or even if I'm playing cup, like I want to help whatever team I'm playing for win, and that's the culture that Webby's brought to the club, and that's what I'm here to do.
I sort of talked before with Walks in that, like how much the 14 jerseys change and how important they are. Is that sort of something you could sort of see yourself doing?
I can see myself in the 14. Like if
I get in the middle, just popping cunts.
yeah, I've played a little bit of hooker before, and it's not my first preference to play in the middle, but tackling those big boys. But if that's going to help the team get to where we want to get to, then yeah, I'll 100% put my hand up.
Fuck, that's
Who
exciting.
do you spot if you go hooker, eh? Like, you know, they try and find a little hooker in the middle. You're not saying spot Chanel. You're getting dudsed.
I don't know.
They might, you know what you do if it feels like putting on shots? You'd send them to get him like into contact early. So it wouldn't be so much about the contact; it would be more so about the repetition.
Yeah.
So like,
Getting it on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he might put a shot on the first one, but then if he's making 3 a set, you'd be able to get him out.
I'll just
You'll
go
do it,
third man. The third man.
Knowledgeable assist from the
You'll do
inside.
4 shots in one set.
I put my hand up like it's 9.
Rolling subs, moldies.
Bro, what do you like? Like, obviously, halves, naturally, you don't like we want the ball in our hands. What do you like it?
What do I like? What
Just putting on shots and
Oh
doing
yeah. At the start of my career, I thought it would be something cool to have like.
as a highlight.
Yeah, as a highlight and like just be known for because it's not really. Halves aren't really known as good defenders, so I thought it was just cool back at the start. But then I remember Nathan Brown came to the club, and then he pulled me into his office, and he was showing me all of my hits that I've done. And he goes, "Yep, that's fucking stupid. Don't do that again." And then he was like, "Get out." I walked off. I didn't do another hit since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he pretty much just told me like, there's no point wasting all my energy on hitting people. Like when you're the halfback, you got to get the team around the park, and if you're a 5'8", you got to kick to the corner and I don't know, run your plays. Just save your energy.
Fuck, that one on Tommy still gets me, eh? Tommy Turbo.
That was a lucky one.
Proper blindsided him,
I like the
eh?
Liam
Ting.
Martin one too. You went
I was full
like this.
concussed after
Yeah,
that.
that was mad.
Oh, did you get it? Oh, yeah, I know
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Short side, he's
Bro, I thought I got knocked
coming
out.
flying, he's just gone like this.
I thought it was going to fly away.
He's not a guy.
Go back to NZ like this.
All right, boys. Thank you for your time and jumping on. Obviously, as an ex-old boy of this club, hopefully you boys go good this year and go all the way. So thanks for your time.
What year
So
did you
nice.
play, bro?
Here,
Yeah.
I was here like from 2006 to 11. My last year here was the year we all made the GF. Like our
11.
whole club did.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
20s. I was in Cup, and then Shawnee and that was just doing
Was
this thing.
Tommy still here then?
Who? Nah, he come after.
Was it afterwards?
Yeah.
He could hit 2A.
He was a gun.
Yeah, he's another guy
Solid
that came. And there's a Marcus Perinara. Do you know him? He's from you know Henry Perinara?
Yeah.
His brother.
Oh, eh?
Yeah, he could put shots on too.
That's mean.
It is nice. It is nice when you're half. You can put on shots.
Must be nice. Would have been nice.
Me and you,
Anything
tomorrow,
else?
just
Yeah.
holding legs, bro. Just
That's
trying
why
to
I'm
get
getting
him through.
dislocated fingers, bro. I'm jersey pulling.
He's pulling bitches. Have you seen that video? Like? Bro, he's spraying his under 9s team.
Oh, we talked about that in the
Have you
last
seen
one.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
so
best.
funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Just spraying them.
Yeah, he's spraying them. They're like 4
Hoary
years
ass
old.
too.
5 years old.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thanks for jumping
Mean,
on.
bro. Shout
Appreciate
out.
it.
Nice.